They didn't use protection when they had sex because they were just caught up in the moment. This is what happens when you're caught up in the moment. You get a surprise sometimes. Hey my beautiful peeps, my name is Char and welcome to Char TV. For my existing subscribers, I appreciate you coming on back. And if you're new here, well, I hope that you stick around. I'm just someone that loves 90 Day Fiancé. I love all the spin-offs. So what I do on this channel is I recap the current episode. Right now on my channel, you probably see a whole bunch of videos for 90 Day the Other Way. I do have a playlist, so if you're into that show too, you can take a look. I decided to also recap Love in Paradise, the Caribbean, which is a 90-day story. Because why not? And what I'm also going to do, my channel is growing so fast and I get a lot of comments. What I'm going to do is pin some comments to the videos pertaining to Love in Paradise, and I'm going to give y'all a shout out in the recap videos and also show a screenshot because you guys have left some amazing comments for me on my other videos, and I know I'm probably gonna see some wild ones on this one too. I will also have timestamps if you just wanna hop on over to the couple that you're interested in the most. No worries, I got you. All right, so now that's out of the way, let's jump into the recap for the first episode of season 1. It's called Drop It Like It's Hot. I'm gonna start with Aryanna and Sherlon. Aryanna is 25 years old and she's from Quincy, Illinois. Growing up, she was always overweight and she was always known as the girl with the pretty face. You know, there was always a butt there. She's pretty, but
2 years ago, I decided to make a big change. I got really into lifting heavy weights and squatting, and it felt so good. After 2 years of sticking with it, I lost over 100 pounds. My body looked exactly the way I wanted it to. I was so proud of myself, I just wanted to celebrate and show off how good I looked. So my sister Andy and I booked a trip to Jamaica.
And she was having the time of her life there. And that's when she met Sherlon. The last 2 days that she was in Jamaica, she actually spent it with him. He made her feel a way that she has never felt before. I bet he did. Now Sherlon is 35 years old and is from Orange Bay, Jamaica. He works for his father's tour boat business, but he also has a side job. His side job is working at a swingers resort. People from all over the world go there to have a wild time. It's all about nakedness and doing wild things. He's actually witnessed some orgies as well. Oh my god.
You're not supposed to interact with the guests at all, but you know.
How many times have you broken the rule?
More times than you can count, my friend. Temptation is real, and men are like dogs, my friend. Here in Jamaica, tourists comes and tourists go, but like, I never dreamed that I would be tied to one forever. That forever means forever, bruh.
A month after being back home from Jamaica, Aryanna, she finds out she is pregnant. They didn't use protection when they had sex because they were just caught up in the moment. This is what happens when you're caught up in the moment. You get a surprise sometimes. The baby is due in 3 months and there's still so much that's unknown. She decides that she's going to go to Jamaica. Hopefully she can get some answers. Her mother, Karen, is very loving and she's always been there for her. And Karen actually told her to move back home because she's here by herself. Sherlon is in Jamaica and she doesn't want her to go through the pregnancy alone. In a few weeks, her mother and her sister are gonna go to Jamaica because she wants to introduce him to Sherlon. They've actually never met him before. They're at a clothing store because she wants to buy some clothes for her son. Well, her son that's coming.
Just at the store, looking around at some baby stuff and decided to give you a call. Me and my mom. Hello.
Hello.
I have not met him yet. This is someone from another culture, another country, and she's getting ready to have his baby. And she's hoping that he's going to be a part of her life. And I mean, I know it does happen sometimes, but not that often.
She mentions that she always feels good when she speaks to him, and Mom kindly reminds her, hey, you guys are always on vacation mode when you see each other and talk. You know, reality, it's a little bit different. She's actually looked into the K1 process because Sherlon hasn't done anything. He's showing no interest in moving to America at all. That's a red flag. Karen feels like her daughter is in for a rude awakening. She does hope that, you know, she's wrong about her thoughts. But if he was so interested in moving to America, he would kind of be on top of this K1 process, especially if he claims that he loves her and wants to be there for the baby. He wouldn't be making a bunch of excuses as to why he's not. That's pretty much it with those two. Oh boy, I already have a feeling where this is gonna go. What do you think? On to Mark and Kay. Kay is 36 years old and she lives in Panama. She's originally from Argentina but moved to Panama because it's paradise. There she is a personal trainer and working out is like her therapy.
I have a lot of boyfriends, but I never in my life thought about me with a gringo. No, impossible. Impossible. But in my worst moment, the only person in my life was Mark. It's been 9 years and now we reconnected and Mark is coming from California to visit me.
She is very excited to see him again. Mark is 39 years old. He's from Huntington Beach, California. He's very spontaneous and carefree and loves to travel out of the country at least once a year. And actually lived in Panama, and that's where he met Kay.
She asked me to dance. No, she didn't ask me. She pulled me onto the dance floor. And then I just remember at the end of the night, when the music stopped, took her back to my room, and we continued our incredible time together. She ended up spending 2 weeks in Panama with me, and we became very close. And when she had to leave to go back to Argentina, I remember her bawling in the airport and us kissing goodbye.
When Kay was back in Argentina, they video chatted daily for about 5 months. One day, out of the blue, she called crying. She told him that she was in rehab. Kay entered an outpatient rehab program and Mark was by her side the entire time because he wanted them to get through it together. It was also difficult for him because they were staying at her family's place. He doesn't speak Spanish, they don't speak English. A lot of the times he felt like he was alone, and because of that, they drifted apart. They ended things after 6 months, even though they loved each other. It was mutual. 11 months ago, Kay messaged Mark out of the blue and said that she moved to Panama, and that's where they had met. Things picked up right where they left off. He was thinking about her for the past 9 years and always thought, what if?
I passed the gate and now I'm going on the plane.
I want to give this relationship another shot, which is why I'm going down to Bocas to ask Kay to move to America to be with me.
Kay was talking with her friend Vicky, who knows just a little bit about Mark but has never seen him before. She says she's nervous. She shows Vicky a picture of him and Vicky said, oh, you look so happy. And then she says to her, do you love him? To which Kay said, yes. She tells Vicky that Mark wants her to move to California, but she doesn't want to move there. She has no interest in America at all. She doesn't think there's anything special there. Maybe the peanut butter, but that's about it.
¿Y conmigo tuviste con alguien anoche? No, no estuve con nadie anoche. For me, the monogamy, no is important. I think no is healthy for me, no is healthy for my partner. I try don't lose my time thinking in that. Tenemos que tener una convivencia que nunca tuvimos todavía.
According to Vicky, she has broken a lot of men's hearts, and I can see how. That's pretty much all for that couple. Up next is Amber and Daniel. Amber is 30 years old and is from Seminole, Florida. She just loves to travel. She lives a quiet life in Seminole and doesn't mind being single at all, but when she's on vacation, She definitely knows how to have fun. She's not saying that she's hooked up with a guy from every single island that she's visited, but she has had her fair share of different cultures. Amber would never have thought that a tropical fling would actually lead into something until she met Daniel. Daniel is 23 years old and is from Venezuela, but now lives in Costa Rica.
One night, I was out at the club with my girlfriend, and Daniel and his roommate approached us. Staring my faces up here. We ended up getting really drunk and going back to the hotel, and we kind of had sex our first night.
What does that mean?
He drank a little too much, a lot of too much. I was so disappointed. Because you work up to this whole peak and then can't do nothing with it.
Throughout her travels, they talk daily, and her last visit to Costa Rica, she actually got engaged. They couldn't wait to start the K1 process to get their lives together started. But then, of course, good old COVID hit, and now it's just a waiting game. Amber is leaving in a couple days, so she decides to meet up with her sisters, you know, to just chat about Daniel. Daniel unfortunately lost his job due to COVID, so she has been supporting him financially. She hopes that he wants to come to America for the right reasons. And her sisters have some concerns as well.
I worry a little bit about Amber's role in all of this and being the provider and paying his bills, and I don't want her to get taken advantage of.
When Amber goes to Costa Rica, she really needs to question herself as well as Daniel. You know, is this truly who I want to be with for the rest of my life?
I know you guys met when you were on vacation and it was all, you know, fun and the honeymoon phase and, you know, living it up pretty much together.
This is the last time that she's going to see Daniel before they finalize the paperwork. She wants to make sure that he's the one. Daniel has found work. Yay, go Daniel. So Amber is hoping that he'll be able to, you know, help out financially and do so really soon. Apparently, he's tried to have his phone fixed, but nobody wants to fix the phone because the phone is so old and he can't afford to buy a new one. Amber feels like she's placed in a situation now because if she doesn't provide him with the phone, then how is she going to get to talk to him? So it's almost like she has no choice but to help him out because she wants to talk to him. And last month, she had to give him money to pay for the Wi-Fi. I'm seeing a pattern here. Daniel feels like she's making a big deal out of just a phone. When he gets money, he wants to be the provider and take care of the house. You know, like be the man of the house.
So now left for the K1 visa. Have you read the papers that I sent you in your email? Have you read them?
Oh, I haven't read, my love.
You ever read them?
No, I haven't read.
Why wouldn't you read an email that I sent you?
You haven't told me. I haven't seen you. You haven't told me. I need to know. You want to send me something.
But I shouldn't have to tell you to check your email, Daniel.
Whenever she asks him a question about a document, he's saying no, 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 and then blames it on the fact that, well, I don't have a phone. She says it has been 11 months. You've had 11 months to take care of this and you haven't done anything. She's getting sick and tired of feeling like she's his mama instead of his fiance. Listen here, Amber. The guy is 23 years old and you're in your 30s. What do you think? She's doing everything for the process and he's not doing a darn thing. It's making her question if she made the right decision. But he promises her that he'll have everything ready by the time that she arrives. We'll see about that. That's everything to this couple. Let's move on to the last couple, which is Steven and Martine. Steven is 33 years old and is from Barbados. He is a disc jockey and an event promoter. He loves his job because he's getting paid to have fun. And there's a lot of women around, you know, just throwing themselves at him.
A lot of women throw themselves at me. That's gonna get me in trouble. I have flings with women from overseas. I like one who has nice thick ties and good tum tum.
What did I say? Tum tum?
A tum tum is your boxy. Marty has a nice tum tum.
He wasn't really looking for a relationship, but the night that he met Martine, it was different. There was a spark, and it was like their souls were connected. Martine is 26 years old. She lives in Miami, Florida. She's a party girl, and her motto is work hard, play harder. She loves to travel and feels like when you're on vacation, you can do as you wish because nobody knows you.
I met Steven. I was traveling on a cruise with my friends, and Steven was with his friends. He was part of a bachelor's trip. You don't know me, I know you want to. I was outside twerking with my friends, and Steven came and started trying to dance behind me. And I was like, wait, you can't handle all this. Like, slow your roll, pump your brakes.
From that moment, they were inseparable, and she was obsessed. After the cruise, it became a long-distance relationship. She would send him pictures, videos, nudes, and FaceTime every day, text all day. The communication was constant. They've been together for 3 years now and have a blast when she visits. But she does want to talk to him about the future because now she wants more of a commitment. Martine gets really annoyed when women are around him. Remember, he's a disc jockey, so he's gonna have a lot of ladies around him. After a year of their relationship, Steven cheated. She went through his phone and saw nudes of other women. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Even though he cheated, she decided to forgive him. But if she gets any type of hint at all that he's doing dirt again, she's out. She is better than me because I could not take back a cheater. Her friends ask her if she trusts him.
So at this point right now, do you trust him? Ooh.
So what does he need to do, like, to be able to get that trust back?
Yeah. In order for us to have that trust, he needs to make it a big statement.
Show the commitment for
Show
real.
the commitment.
The ring, honey. Show
I want the commitment to be loud and heavy, like.
Martine is heading to Barbados, and if he's not ready to commit, she doesn't know what she's gonna do because she can't do the long distance anymore. You know, the back and forth, spending all the money, it's enough. Steven can't wait to see Martine. Every time they're together, they drink, travel, party. It's just a very fun time.
Before Martine, I was in an 8-year relationship, and we even had a child together. I have a 6-year-old daughter by the name of Sarai. My relationship with Sarai's mom was really good until it wasn't anymore. After that relationship ended, I told myself I will not get into anything with that much pressure again. So this long distance relationship with Martine is really the best of both worlds.
Martine has landed in Barbados. She is very excited to see Steven and is very happy. She's hoping that he will step up and show the commitment that she's wanting for on this trip. She's either going to leave Barbados with a ring on her finger or single.
Glad to see you.
See you too.
New ages.
Looking beefy.
Train.
Now Steven's place is not ideal for Martine to stay, so he splurged on a suite at a resort. She's excited that he splurged because it shows that he is doing what it takes to make her happy. For her first night in town, he actually made reservations at a restaurant that's by the boardwalk. It has a nice ambiance, and he's hoping that she'll like it.
So rum punch, heavy on the rum. Thank you. Heavy on the rum, light on the punch.
Thank you.
You're that guy that was at the party like last week, right?
Yeah, I'm that guy, yeah.
I love you. Everywhere you go, somebody's always on your case. Tell me that, DJ. I saw you at the show. You didn't see how the waitress was just now?
She was normal.
Oh my gosh, if looks could kill. Martine was not impressed, and she was so annoyed that this woman is flirting with her man when she's right there. She ain't got no manners. Martine thinks it's so annoying when females are always around Steven. Well, I mean, That's the nature of his job. He's always going to have women around, unfortunately. I mean, at one point, weren't you one of them? And actually, Steven said just that. He doesn't think anything is wrong with it. It's just the nature of the territory. He says to him, you love the attention. And he's like, I just like people. Ever since Martine found out that he cheated on her, she has trouble trusting him. I mean, who's to say that he won't do it again?
How is the rum punch? It's good. Heavy on the rum. I made it especially for you though.
For me?
Yeah.
Thank you, right?
You see what I'm talking about? You see that shit I'm talking about? I made it especially for you. The waitress situation made me feel more insecure about what happens when I'm not around, because look at what she did when I am around. So I could only imagine what girls are doing when I'm not here.
It makes her think, what does he have that's going on and that she doesn't know about? Oh my gosh, I feel like things are gonna get heated between those two. I don't know, I just have that feeling. I don't know how you guys feel. That's everything to that couple and my recap. I really enjoyed this episode. I can tell that it's gonna be a lot of drama. I don't know, I think I might like it more than 90 Day Fiancé the other way. I'm already seeing red flags. It's gonna be good. Let me know your thoughts on the episode, and if you relied on little old me to give you the tea, or you saw the episode yourself. And don't forget, I will be pinning a comment, and if I have any sneak peek videos, I'll be taking comments from there if there's any. I'll be shouting out those people in the recap for Love in Paradise. Thanks for watching, my beautiful peeps, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!